Hey folks, it's a man once again, and welcome to another edition of the BS Cast. And I'm like to introduce.
Hola, mi amigos. How you all doing? This is Efri. Yeah, so I'm over here, my brother from another mother, mi hermano, mi compadre. That's the main guy, Matt. And there's a special one we're doing. As usual, I always say it in the beginning of these videos, right? It's a special one. Everything is special. It's like, we know it's special. I know what it is, but it's this bad habit I got, man. I'm so rusty. I haven't been on this for a while and stuff like that. But I guess we're doing something again, kind of, but not really. uh, Underrated action films that we feel are criminally underrated, that get shit on for stupid reasons or another.
Yes, exactly. And we can probably just get right to the chase. So
Hmm.
I don't know if Afri wants to pick one.
Oh yeah, I got one. I want to talk about a little flick called Shoot 'Em Up.
Okay.
Yes, this film is written and directed by Michael Davis. And it is the man who, way back when, he was the writer behind Double Dragon. Okay, but then he would go on to do, I guess, his first directorial writing debut. This little strange, dark comedy called Monster Man, which I caught one time on Sci-Fi Channel. I thought, okay, it's there, it's silly, but it's time waster. And then I saw trailers for this film back then in 2007. And I said, I want to see this fucking movie in the theater and stuff like that. And it came out that year. And imagine that, a title that lets you know what the fucking movie's about.
Yeah.
Right? Simple. So you have Clive Owen in this film. You got Monica Bellucci from the Matrix sequels and Tears of the Sun. The one and only Paul Giamatti from Sideways. Steve Mahady. And just a lot of great action sequences. The plot of the movie, well, a movie like this, you should know what you're getting. You can't go in there looking for a deep plot. It's simple, straightforward. And it has a charm to it, but it's not parody. The action is there, you know. It's imaginative action. You can see that the director has a lot of odes to John Woo's heroic bloodshed type of films, like The Hard Boiled and Better Tomorrow. And I think Hard Boiled was the one inspiration he talked about in the commentary, the DVD. And it opens up where we have this guy at the park bench who goes by the name Smith, who's, I guess, homeless, and he's looking at the screen, at the camera, and he's eating a carrot, and he's at his bus stop, and sees this pregnant woman running by, and this guy chasing her with a gun. So I like the look on his face. He just throws the carrot away, throws the coffee away, and catches the guy about to kill her, and stabs the motherfucker with a carrot. So this is the kind of movie you're getting. Somebody summed it up on Yahoo one time. I used to read the Yahoo user reviews back when, before I found out about YouTube. They said this does for the action genre what Evil Dead 2 did for the horror genre. I don't know how you feel about that. No.
Yeah, I guess I could, I never thought of it that way, but I guess I could be right.
Yeah. Like, he gives a little wink to the audience and stuff without being parody, you know, and stuff. And you got like 3 shootouts happening in the opening of the fucking movie. It's just amazing, man. Good soundtrack. And, you know, the woman's in labor. What is a firefight going on? The baby comes out. This is all like a crazy fun. I'm telling you, he shoots the umbilical cord. I gotta sterilize it. This takes the tip part of the gun that's hot and sterilizes it. Then puts her over her shoulder, puts her over his shoulder, carries the baby, and gets shot back of the head, the girl, and stuff. And the bad guy is Paul Giamatti, is, you know, who's one of those bad guys you love to hate kind of guys. You know, he's just little bit very, very weird, very weird. Like there's a scene there where he sees the girl's dead body with her shirt out and stuff. He goes, "Nice knockers," and he goes up the stairs. And then I guess he jumps across the roof or something, or stuff like that. And it's like this neon sign. He shoots the bad guys with a neon sign, and it says, "Fuck you." And then Paul Giamatti, like, "Damn it, Smith!" And then he shoots the part of the sign. He goes, "Fuck you too." This movie, I don't know what to say. The funny story I talked about way back when I saw this on Labor Day weekend when it opened at the theater. Nobody was in theater, like maybe 4 people. And I got to the theater a little bit early before the showing starts. I was able to go in and enjoy my candy that I snuck in and stuff. I was sitting in the back row, and I don't know what happened, but there was this black guy and this older white guy, who had to be like in his 40s, like toward the front where the screen was at, and there was a commotion happening there. All I know was that the white guy went, "I don't have to take this nonsense. I'm calling the authorities." Wait a minute, you can't call, you don't know me like that, like ludicrous. He tries to choke the white guy and then kiss the white guy in the face. The white guy pushed him, and then the Chinese guy came. No, he didn't do kung fu, but he tried to get in the middle. He goes, no, come on, guys, come on. They're gonna throw us all out to the theater. Then we lose our money. But I don't need this. I'm calling the authorities. The guy walked out. And then the black guy with the ludicrous thing, with, you don't know me like that, stood there watching the movie and stuff like that. And the movie was a lot of fun, great soundtrack, very inventive action sequences, man. A skydiving shootout.
Yeah.
Yes, I know it's CGI, but you need to use, that's how you use CGI in the right way. Not a little stupid thing like CGI cats, like a Catwoman, or CGI costumes like in Green Lantern or whatever, and stuff like that. And, Monica Bellucci plays this prostitute named DQ, who's, I guess she's one of those
Dairy Queen.
Yes, the Dairy Queen. Because she's got the boobs. Like, she has this weird, she does these weird fetishes where she has these guys dress up in baby clothes or whatever, and they start breastfeeding off her because she's lactosing or whatever, something like that, lactating.
Milk fetish.
Milk fetish. Oh God, the commentary for this movie is hilarious, Michael David, because the man knows what the fuck he made. He has fun with it too, and he tells a lot of good things about Clive Owen, how New Line, the studio, was trying to mess with him, and Clive Owen came to his defense and told New Line, "Look, leave the man alone. He's trying to do this movie here. Let him do his job." So that was nice of Clive Owen to do that.
Yeah.
And he was very professional, very enthusiastic, because he was happy to do a movie like this and everything like that. Some people got mad at Clive Owen, I think, because at the time, there was rumors going on that they offered him to play the new 007, but he turned it down.
Right.
Something like that, because he was filming this movie, or because I guess Clive Owen saw the Pierce Brosnan films. He didn't want to just do that type of Bond film or whatever. He didn't want to feel like he was imitating Pierce Brosnan or whatever. So they went with Daniel Craig, and they went a different direction with it,
Yeah.
I was never that mad about it, but other people got bent out of shape about it. He should have done Bond! Then he would have caught all the flack that Daniel Craig caught and shit. Fuck that. But crazy action sequences that you have, and funny stuff that works. He goes to a pawn shop, right, to buy, I guess, bullets or some guns or whatever. So he gives fruits. He goes, "Oh, you want to buy bullets and stuff with food stamps? Well, what about that sperm donor check? Oh, it hasn't come in yet." So then she goes outside, and he's like, "Where did she went?" And he catches her blowing some gun in the alleyway. I laugh at the sequence. The guy's hands are by the dumpster, and he just hits the door, and the door smashes the guy in the head. Ah! And he goes, "What are you bloody doing?" "Oh, I want to help out too, Smith." And look there, you see? And she bought him a bulletproof vest, the baby. What this guy says, Clive Owen says, wow, I would love to see what you would do to get him into a good school. Oh, guys, anything you want to charm in on?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a very fun, fast-paced, tons of action,
Yeah.
wall-to-wall action from beginning to end.
Imaginative too, right? Like you see the sequence where he goes to that gun warehouse, he makes this like these strings, like he puts it like on booby traps, like puppets or whatever, with guns.
Yeah.
That's imaginative. Like, wow, look at that, guns. I saw this in theater. I'm like, wow, you know. And Mr. Smith character, you know, that Clive Owen plays, he's kind of a release for regular guys like us because he's one of like they summed it up in the commentary on the featurette. He's like the angriest man on the world because his line in the movie, he says like, you know what I hate and stuff like that, or he shoots the guy's ponytail off. It does not make you look hot or cool. Or he's driving the car or whatever, and so he's complaining about the guy not using the turn signal. See this little fucking prick, he didn't use the turn signal and stuff, and then he knocks the guy into another car. Shit. Oh man, but it's a lot of fun. I think this was the movie when I saw the trailer, right? And I heard Kickstart My Heart. I'm like, what is that song? So I never heard Kickstart My Heart before until that movie.
Yeah.
So it was like a new experience. And I go on YouTube. Everybody used it for everything. I remember when I stumbled onto your videos back when you were using it as well because that was a good song. That never got blocked by nobody. You know, and stuff. But it's a shame that that movie didn't become a hit. It deserved to be a hit. But instead, fucking Wanted got all the glory. And Wanted doesn't deserve it, in my humble opinion. If you people like Wanted, power to you. But me, I didn't care for the movie.
No, I didn't like the movie either.
I just didn't care for it. The video game looks like it could be fun. The video game they made for it, but I don't know. Just didn't get me and stuff.
Yeah,
but
Shoot 'em up's pretty underrated. It's a load of fun, wall-to-wall action.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy it a lot too. I think it's very underrated as well.
Man, seeing this on the big screen was just amazing, and I was proud to get the DVD of it, and DVD has some features, which makes you wonder why New Line are being a bunch of dick faces. You know, when it comes to doing stuff for the other DVDs, other stuff. But I guess that'll be a whole other video another day. Stuff. I think we've like, same shit, different day. I know, but anyway. I give it a high regard. I love the film. It never gets old to me. I mean, you look at that film, you wonder yourself, why the hell can action films be like that today? You know, and stuff like that. Because the camera stays in one spot. There's imagination to it. You know, it's not just repeating the same routine. It's not shaky cam. You have a lead guy you believe will kick some ass, which kind of broke my heart that Clive Owen didn't pursue a career like this and stuff. Since the movie bombed badly, I guess he probably said, well, I'm going to stick to the bloody romantic comedies and stuff like that. That's what I'm going to do. But, you know, hey, you even got a fucking shootout happening while he's fucking.
Yeah.
Talk about imagining. Then he shoots the guy in the back of the head while Monica Bellucci's on top of him and he's carrying her around and shit. Talk about blowing your load. It works. It works on so much levels. Oh, man. Oh, your turn, bro.
Well, real quickly, I'm going to throw out a film I always talk about, Cobra.
All right.
Sylvester Stallone.
Your disease on the cure.
Which gets about a 4.9 on IMDb.
I don't think it deserves 4.9. It should be at least in the 5s. And, you know, the asshole highbrow IMDb rating stuff, you know.
So it deserves one more .1.
I didn't say one more point. I said a little bit more. Like maybe like 5.7, 5.6. I would give it, but on their scale, you know, on their bullshit and stuff.
But I love the film to death. I don't understand the hatred. I think I have a badass character, scary villain, awesome soundtrack, fun action, back of a pickup truck killing all sorts of killers. Good horror slasher tone to it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Good score by Sylvester LeVay.
yeah, and fun montages and awesome one-liners. You
Mm-hmm.
know, some disagree, but I don't know what they're smoking.
Solid fucking movie. I mean,
People say, oh, they're shitty one-liners. I disagree with that. You know,
you want to see shitty one-liners? Watch the I Spit on the Grave remake. That's how you fuck up one-liners.
this is where the law stops, and I start. Sucker.
Yeah.
I love the character to death. I love the hardcore tone to it. It's like all the fat of it's cut out. There's not much dolling around. It's like, okay, now an action scene, now a badass scene.
It's very direct, very straightforward. It's not trying to be twist, like a movie today, twist.
Or it's not trying to be preachy. Or,
Yeah. Like fist in your face type of shit.
like faster.
Yeah.
I just, I love Cobra to death. I mean, I don't know what more I can say. I love the gun that he has. I love the everything from the opening, the market to the ending, taking bad guys out one by one with all sorts of traps or uh, lighting people on fire and such. I've always loved Cobra to death, and I never understood the hatred for it. So I think it's very criminally underrated.
Yeah.
Because everyone talks about how, cheesy bad action movies, they always put that at the top.
I don't think. I think if they really want to, I was. What's cheesy, bad, terrible action film. But I feel bad because you got two good actors in it though, but they're not giving much to do. At least in my humble opinion, Point Break. Somebody gonna go ooh. I don't care. That's my point of view on Point Break. I'm not a fan of Point Break. I guess that'll be another video another day. But
Yeah.
that to me is an example of a bad cheese, action film and stuff. I like Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. They've done better stuff, but not that movie. I'm sorry. And stuff. But Cobra is a solid film. I mean, I grew up with it. It has a special place in my heart. The movie, when I look at it, it makes me feel when I first watched it when I was a kid at a young age. And stuff like that. Put it in, enjoy it, and stuff. Sly. I wish Sly. Even though I know he's not that fond of the film, but I wish Sly someday would at least work on a follow-up for the character or something. And stuff to see how Cobretti would deal with crooks today, and stuff.
Yeah, be nice to see.
Yeah, hopefully Sly ever changes his mind and stuff.
Well, he probably thinks no one wants it considering all the hatred it gets.
Yeah, but I remember on that fan site he has or something, or whatever, they had a Cobra Day where people got a chance to do little fan-made versions of Cobra or stuff.
Yeah, a handful.
Oh, wasn't that many? Oh, that's too bad. Damn. Sly, if you're listening, please do another Cobra, please. Well, one guy in New York and one guy in Iowa want you to do it. And another guy in Vancouver, not Canada, Washington, wants you to do it too.
Exactly.
That's it. And another friend of ours from Oklahoma wants you to do it as well. Michael, throw him a plug out there. That's Aaron, and everybody. Oh, man, sorry. I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
Let's see. Underrated action film. All right. Let's see. This is a movie I saw recently and stuff. And I liked it, even though I admit the trailer's deceiving and stuff. But I can still watch it. And that movie, of course, is a 1987 film, Extreme Prejudice. Stars Nick Nolte, Michael Ironside, Clancy Brown, Powers Booth, Maria Conchita Alonso. It's got a good score by Jerry Goldsmith. You have also the director Walter Hill. And the writer behind it, John Milius. You guys heard that name before. Milius is responsible for writing and directing Red Dawn. He's also, I think, one of the writers to one of Dirty Harry's sequels, Magnum Force.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he had a hand in Apocalypse Now as well. Pretty solid, writer. And plus, you got a solid director as well, Walter Hill. and a peck and paw sort of western, not really western, even though the producers refer to it as a western style, but it's set in the present 80s. Basically, you have these group of guys who are these soldiers, all supposed to be deceased. One of the guys in the group is the guy leading the unit is Michael Ironside, Hackett. His character's name is. You have William Forsythe who plays Buck. You have Larry B. Scott, I don't know, from Revenge of the Nerds. I guess they threw him in there. You have him in there. You have Clancy Brown playing the sergeant in charge of the unit. And basically they're on a special mission to rob this bank in Texas, which they did a good location shot in Texas, because the bank is full of some kind of drug money and these special forms and documents from this guy who's this big drug dealer guy who's in Mexico, who's using the border. See, this is how you use the border in the right way without being in your face, like another way, which I know Matt posted a picture of it. This guy named Cash Bailey, played by Powers Booth, who's was a DEA agent who went deep undercover and I guess he pretty much stayed under the cover and just built his own army or whatever, Mexico or whatever, so he can get the drug trafficking thing going on. And then we have our hero in the film, Nick Nolte, one of my favorite characters he plays Ranger Jack Bentine. And you have his partner, local sheriff, longtime friend, Hank, who's played by Rip Torn. Rip Torn is actually good in the film. And you have good, decent action scenes when they're there, because the movie is building up little by little to it. But I didn't mind it that much. Some people might think it slows down too much until you get to the third act or you get to the sequence when they pull the heist and stuff. But the reason I say the trailer lies because the trailer makes it look like it's Nick Nolte's character versus these guys, the mercenaries. And that's not the movie, unfortunately, and stuff. But we find out that Bentine and Powers Booth's character, and that they were friends when they were growing up together. So he wants to have a meeting with him to talk to him to see if he can get him to pull out of Texas. I know it's a bad term to use, pull out, and pack up and move it to somewhere else. But Cash like, I can't do that. Next time we come around again, it'll be a killing. So you get a little bit of dialogue like that. It feels like a Western. And, you have Maria Conchita Alonso, plays the girl a little bit in the middle between these two guys and stuff. Slows down a little bit there, but like I said, you can stick with it. It's good. And you get a good climax in the end, which is pretty much he goes to Mexico to get Maria Conchita Alonso. Him and Powers Booth about to have a duel. And you find out Michael Ironside's character had a little agenda going on. Clancy Brown finds out about it and pretty much starts shooting and all hell breaks loose. Blood squibs, practical effects, a lead guy, I believe, who's the Texas Ranger. So I don't think it's Matt Damon or whatever. Powers Booth, always stellar to see him in anything. So is Michael Ironside. And good score. I like the end title score. When I first saw the movie when I was younger, I didn't care that much about it until one time I saw it like a couple of years later. Then it just grew on me, and I love the movie to death. It needs a better fucking DVD, though. It needs a better DVD with a widescreen and commentary and some interviews with Nick Nolte while he's still running around or whatever, stuff like that. But one of my favorite Walter Hill films, I'll put that out there, at least to me.
Yeah, it's a decent flick. Not bad at all.
Yes, I know you were telling me you were disappointed with the. I agree. It is this deceiving where it was doing the marketing behind the movie.
Yeah, the trailer made me think I was going to see one movie, but a completely different one.
Yeah.
So, but it's not a bad movie at all.
Yeah, it's not a bad movie. See, it did it in the right way, though. See, it didn't do it like, like in certain films where, like, when you see it, like, I want to say, I keep thinking of the other fucking movie. I know Matt will put the picture of it there every once in a while. But when he just type it up, when the word, the title, I don't want to see the title no more. It gives me nauseous. I don't want to throw up on the thing. Okay? Alright, man. But the movie I enjoy. I think it's underrated. Even though I think it did get a high mark on IMDb's highbrow asshole scale or whatever, and got some good user reviews and stuff. But it needs a better DVD and stuff. I think it's part of some bullshit triple pack or whatever. Luckily, I got the movie on its own and stuff. So that's all I gotta say about the film. Very solid film, solid. Hopefully you guys can check it out.
Well, the film I'll bring up, since I brought up a Stallone film, I'll bring up Rambo 3.
Mm-hmm. The one on the big screen.
Film that everybody kind of shits on, but I never understood it. I always loved it. I always thought it was a solid action movie. Great physical stunt work. Awesome action set pieces. Have an whole ending with his entire army, tanks, helicopters, all practical, which they won't do again. Lot of fun. C4 tipped explosive arrow fun. Great stiff fighting in the beginning. Good usage of Colonel Trautman's character.
I like that they had that part of the film right there in which it looks like almost like a buddy movie a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
So, remember you told us to ignore pain? Yes. Is it working? No. Don't feel bad though. I won't. I like that, a little bit of that. You know, a little bit of a back and forth between them. I'm sorry I got you into this, John. No, you're not. I like that Rambo had a bit of a sense of humor, but not goofy, you know, but it worked and stuff. I like that how they like you said, how they got Trautman, they got Richard Crenna to do a little bit more in this one. Even when he's being tortured by that villain in the film. Where are the missiles? They're close. How close? Up your ass. So yeah, I seen that in the packed theater at a young age, man. It just people were laughing their ass off with that, and then plus when you get that famous one-liner from the film, Dad, what is that? Dad, you hear me? Who are you? I'm your worst nightmare. So everybody like, yay, you know, in the theater and shit. Oh man,
Fun action.
I had a Rambo 3 poster too. Had, not no more though. Shit. Damn.
But I mean, you have fun action scenes, fun fight scene with the Russian, good comeuppance, kick him down the hole, hanging and blown up.
Yeah.
Good sequence, stalking sequence in the caves. Just
God, I wish Raphael could do that in a movie.
yeah.
Raphael beat the shit out of one of the Foot Clan, hang him by something, throw him down a hole, and just blow him up.
But yeah, I always found it entertaining, solid action scenes. Stallone's on his A game. I just never really understood the hatred for it either. I don't get it, and I think it's a solid action film. It's very fun. It's very entertaining. So yeah, Rambo 3 I think is very underrated.
I agree. It's a solid film, man. It doesn't deserve the flack it gets. It really doesn't. You know. I guess I'll throw one in there. I guess I'll put one for Sly as well. There's a movie that kind of made me get back in touch with Sly toward the millennium, because some of the movies I didn't get a chance to see all of them at that time yet, or whatever. But I know Sly was going to a different direction, and I saw this movie, and the movie with the score and the style it had, it should have been a hit. I don't know why it wasn't a hit. And that is, my name is Jack Carter, and you don't want to know me. Jack Carter. It's a remake of Michael Caine's film. I know there's a fan base. They love Michael Caine's movie to death. Michael Caine's a good actor. I'll put that out. He's a great actor. Nothing against Stallone. He's a good actor. But I saw the original Get Carter, and I could not watch the rest of it. I don't know why. Something about it just didn't grab me. It didn't get me the same. It didn't have that energy to it like this one had. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But it's just my opinion. But the movie is very straightforward. It's directed by this guy Stephen K, who will go on to direct Boogeyman. And good visual the movie has. I love the score by Tyler Bates. That boom 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 doom 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 doom. Very good score. I like the way it opens up. We hear a little bit of the score by Tyler Bates, and it has a cue card that pops up. You see him just back of Stallone. Way Stallone looks with the hair and the fucking suit with the cufflink that say JC on it, and just grabs the guy, and his guy that works with him out in Vegas, because he basically works as a muscle for some guy named Fletcher, which we don't see who Fletcher is, but we know who the actor is playing him, because by the voice, it's supposed to be Tom Sizemore. And the guy that works with this guy Fletcher, who's also with Sly in the beginning of the film, is John C. McGinley, who everybody remembers him from Scrubs. But I always remember him from all the movies he's been in here and there. Set It Off, On Deadly Ground, of course, Point Break, Surviving the Game. Any movie where there's a guy who happens to play an asshole in the movie is John C. McGinley. Throughout the 90s. And there's this guy named Conrad or Connie or whatever, and stuff like that. And basically, he gets on a train. He's going to Seattle to find, because he finds out his brother is dead. He hasn't seen his brother in years. And I like when he's beating up the shit out of the guy there on the chair, who's I guess welched on a bed or something, whatever. Look, you're gonna shit down and shut your mouth, or this is gonna go to another level. What's that supposed to be, a catchphrase? I like what Sly's face goes when he goes catchphrase, huh? Boom! It just punches the shit out of the guy. I liked that. And beautiful score. And he arrives at the funeral. I like the way the editing is done. And the Moby song, they threw a little bit in there. You see him at the funeral. I like the way, whenever they film something in Seattle, for some reason, it's always cloudy. I don't know why. It's weird. Like, I saw The Hitman. It's filmed in Seattle. It's cloudy. Like, there's no blue skies in Seattle. I don't know why. At least according to the film from Hollywood, I guess. But it works. And his niece is Rachel Lee Cook. Everybody remembers She's All That. She puts on her A game here, though. You got Miranda Richardson playing his brother's wife. Johnny Strong, everybody remembers from the first Fast and the Furious movie, and Black Hawk Down is in it. And basically, to make a long story short, he suspects that his brother did not die in this car accident, that his brother was murdered. So he goes to see his brother's business partner, Michael Caine. He plays this guy named Grumby and stuff. And, of course, you got the talentless Rhonda Mitra, which I don't like this actress at all. I really don't. She's in the movie, though, for a little bit. You got Alan Cumming, who's like this computer tech guy, whatever, does his software for companies or whatever. Mickey Rourke in the film with Sly plays this guy who's, I guess, old, not a friend, but kind of a rival of Jack's character. I like when they meet, because he plays this character named Cyrus Pace. He always wears these sunglasses and stuff. And he has like this internet, I guess, porn sites going on or whatever, and everything like that. And he goes, hey, Jack, welcome home. You got my condolences, all that shit, whatever. Thanks, that means a lot. And stuff. I just want to find out if you're still a bottom feeder. Hey, Jack, this ain't yesterday, Jack. And then he tried to take his glasses. Hey, come on, let me see. Oh, whatever turned you on, Jack. What, pretty? Yeah, they are. Like cat piss in the snow. So I love the dialogue is there, and Stallone drew me in once again. I mean, I like seeing this type of Stallone, like gritty, dark. See, this is what I mean by this is gritty and dark, not that other fucking movie, which I'm not gonna mention, but I know you guys gonna put it there. This is done the right way, and he's piecing everything together. Even though, granted, you probably could see it coming a mile away, who's to blame and everything. Okay, I admit that's probably a little fault of the film. It's not really a twist, but I mean, Stallone makes it watchable though.
A little bit confusing.
A bit confusing, yeah, because it's involving some stuff. I guess we could let it out of the bag. How Rachel Lee Cook's character, which is Stallone's niece in the film, was hanging out with Johnny Strong and Rhonda Mitri, and I guess they had put something in her drink, and they had their way with her while it was being filmed and used on the porn site. And I like Stallone. I love Stallone as an actor. And when he finds this out, when he's watching it on the computer, you don't see the actual it happening, but you see his reaction, his eyes, and the tension in his fist. Like I'm saying, the director did a very good job capturing those little stuff like that. But people bitched about it and they said I was too artsy. But I don't know. Did you feel it was too artsy? I don't know. I just liked the detail though. It was like really carried the moment, And the stuff where he's in the car and he's breathing real hard. You see little tears in his eyes. Okay, the camera turns upside down because that's kind of like the metaphor of what he's feeling, that his world is upside down. Like that. So I got the art point of that. Okay. So then you have that great elevator fight where you have, but you have a little side story going on about the Fletcher, Tom Sizemore, the mafia guy, that Jack has a fling going on with her, I guess. He's talking to her back and forth on the phone and stuff. And I guess Fletcher finds out about it and wants Jack whacked. So he sends John C. McGinley and some goon in an elevator where you get a good, realistic elevator fight inside a crowded elevator. Okay. But I like when he sees Rachel Lee Cook on the roof, she goes, "What happened to you?" "Oh, I'm getting old at my age. I got to get better shoes." I fell down. So I like the way Sly puts that. And then he has a very good dramatic moment with her and stuff. And goes after the people. He has a good sequence. I like the way the editing's done. He goes to Johnny Strong's house. He goes, "Well, we're just messing around. She trusted you, and you raped her. And it's my fault. Because if I had been here, none of this would have went down. What were you doing if it was your daughter?" So that little wink, or a little thing that he said there, made me wonder if there was a little side story there that they didn't put into the film. Because we get a little hint that Jack might have had something going on with his brother's wife, maybe before she married his brother or whatever. So you see a little scene there. So maybe the reason he reacted, maybe this was really his daughter, but it's not really explained. But I always had a little theory of that because of what he said there.
Mm-hmm.
Where was your daughter? And I love Johnny Strong's reaction because he's scared. I mean, you wouldn't want Sly, especially the way he looks in this film with the beard and the suit and those eyes, the greasy hair. Sly's an intimidating person as it is. I love the way it's done. "Don't kill me, Jack." "Yeah, I'm not going to kill you. You're going to kill yourself." And it just looks at his face, and then you hear, next thing, it goes down. You see this motherfucker like thrown out on a car. So you get the impression that Jack threw him off the terrace or whatever.
Yeah.
You get a good car chase, good score. And, okay, you get another fault in the film where he confronts Mickey Rourke's character, and they have good dialogue, and Mickey Rourke pretty much wipes the floor with Stallone, which I had trouble swallowing. I really did. Because, come on, I mean, this could have been an opportunity. You have Sly and Mickey going one-on-one at it. And he basically collides tries to jump on back of Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke ducks over. He goes through some glass. And, of course, granted, it's a street fight, granted. Mickey Rourke he's hitting him on the floor. "Come on, Jack. Come on. That's a good guy. Yeah, come on. And just knocks him out and stuff. And I guess maybe the idea was so Mickey Rourke's character could slip and say something he was not supposed to say. "Damn it, Jack. Your brother Richie put a better fight up than you." So maybe they gave him the idea now that he knew he killed his brother. And goes to the club and catches him there. once you finish what you started. So, come on, Jack. Fix your tie a little bit. You look like you're having a good time. And don't just make it work out with one punch because he's sly and that's the way it is. Immediately on the floor, and I like the way the editing's done. He just, the image of his niece being attacked. Okay, granted, we leave it to imagination of the viewer. Did he kill Mickey Rourke's character or not?
Yeah.
I don't know what the outcome of that really is. What's your theory behind that?
He killed him.
Yeah, because it makes sense because I think when he came back to see Alan Cummings' character, he was wiping something off his face. I know that has to be his blood.
Yeah.
Stuff. And for some reason, I love a movie in which your lead guy, the anti-hero or whatever, gets a hold of the bad guy and basically makes the guy cry like a bitch. And I love that. I love it especially in Taken and in this film as well, where he basically has Alan Cummings tied up and Alan Cummings begging for his life. Look, I swear, I didn't do it. That wasn't me. I laugh like an idiot when I see that. Like, yeah, get on a slide. And, once again, it delivers good. But I think the reason why people get pissed is maybe it's understandable. And I can understand a little bit, but I don't think it deserves that much hatred. In which we find out Michael Caine was the main mastermind behind this. And Michael Caine, like I've said before, is the original Jack Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Or to many fans, the real Jack Carter. And basically, the new Jack Carter, Sly, says to him, Grumby, I'm not turning around, Jack. And the new Carter kills the old Carter.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why some people got mad, because maybe an emphasis is like us. Like right now, let's see, they're doing Total Recall remake, right? And let's say, okay, you got Colin Farrell playing whoever the new fucking character is, if it's Quaid or not, or whatever, and Arnold shows up there. And Arnold, for some reason, is Cohagen, or whatever, and Colin Farrell shoots Arnold in the back. Maybe it's the same emphasis, I don't know. But overall, it's a very underrated film. I know I took too much time talking too much about it. I should have kept it simple, but I love the film a lot. It's very underrated. It deserves a lot more respect. Sly puts on his A game as always. I think, was this the last one to get theatrical release from him? Because I think what was after this was Driven. No, after this was Driven. My mistake. Good soundtrack. Solid film. Anything you want to add on Get Carter? I thought
Well, I really enjoy the film as well. Stallone really pulled it off.
Yeah.
I like the direction.
Mm-hmm.
I like the look of the film. Score's good as well.
Mm-hmm.
I never really had problems with the flick. I'm not sure that's why people don't like it.
I think if I had to make a guess, or I remember when I seen clips on the new film up, people go, but he's not the real Carter. Michael Caine is the best. But in funny emphasis, right, on the commentary on the DVD I have for the director, Stephen K., he talks about how Michael Caine was on the set, and of course Michael Caine and Sly go back a long way because they worked together on that World War II movie, Victory, right? And even Michael Caine himself gave the green light. He even said, but if there was anyone who could play Jack Carter, it's Sly. Sly is a perfect Jack Carter. Even Michael Caine admitted it. So that should say something, and stuff. But hardcore fans, he's the real Carter. I'm sorry, I saw his movie. Michael Caine's a good actor, don't get me wrong. It's just that for some reason that movie didn't get me. Maybe it's a generation thing. I don't know. Did you ever see the original Get Carter?
No.
It's on YouTube. I saw a little bit of it. I couldn't watch the rest.
Well, I think people just said it was routine and dull.
Nah.
The Stallones, it was routine and dull. I disagree. I enjoy the film. I thought it had a good cast. Got
Yeah.
confusing a little bit at times, and um, the ending could have been a little bit better, but
Yeah, I admit that though, that you kind of foresee pretty much who's really responsible people here. You know, so it's not really as much a twist like they were trying to do maybe, but because
but yeah, I still enjoy it for the acting, the cast, and the
how about the
action.
Rock Sly fight sort of?
Half-assed.
Yeah,
I will admit that,
yeah,
but overall, I still like the film.
yeah. Very good movie. Maybe it was the movie that got the blood pumping again was Sly because toward the mid-90s after Daylight and after Assassins, I didn't see too many Sly films because they didn't give too many of those on the cable. I only saw them on videos here and this. I didn't have it in my collection. But Get Carter, that was actually one of the VHS tapes I had in my collection and stuff. I had the Rambo film with TV edits. So I found them on VHS. I copied from U.S.A. About it and stuff. So let's get Carter.
Well, the one I'll throw out there is, of course, Hard Target.
Yeah.
My favorite Van Damme flick. Just John Woo, wall-to-wall action, once again. Uh, well done, well choreographed action sequences. Kicking people off motorcycles or
Yeah.
blowing a shit out of them with shotguns. And Lance Henriksen makes a good bad guy.
I don't know, Boswell makes a good subordinate as well.
Great finale, just wall-to-wall action.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a very fun, very entertaining action film, Hard Target.
Yeah.
I love the film to death.
Me too. Very fun movie, man. I still remember our commentary we did for the NC-17 cut.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, man. I was just so excited at that. Wow! Yeah, it was blown away. I was so excited. The first time, shit. The movie needs a director's cut in the U.S. Hey,
Exactly.
no bullshit.
I agree.
I think Universal is very backwards, man, because they gave an Extreme Edition to Street Fighter. I'll never know why. Never know why.
I don't know either.
Meanwhile, Time Cop and Hard Target, they made a lot of money. Damn, it's very strange, very very weird.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with you. Hard Target is a solid fucking movie. Awesome. A lot of action. I was introduced to John Woo, to That Day Forward, and Van Damme, which is great. It's my number one.
I just don't understand how people say it's this worst American film or whatever.
Because they didn't see the NC-17 cut. They should have seen that.
Well, even the theatrical version, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not a bad film. I mean,
I love it to death either way.
yeah. That's it. It's overrated. Not underrated. Whoops. Whoops. Sorry, folks.
I mean, I'm sorry, folks. I like it better than Face Off, but that's just me. I mean, I'm one of those few. I think Face Off is a little overrated, but only because Hard Target sort of gets shit on all the time. No, Face Off is the masterpiece. I'm sorry. I feel Hard Target is the masterpiece.
Face Off, I don't think it's the masterpiece. I feel it's the last one. At least to me, that's the last R-rated action one.
Mm-hmm.
Where you had stunts, you had this, you had that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Paycheck, I hate to say that, that's to me it's overrated. Just to me. That's all.
How's it? No one likes the movie except me.
Oh, I'm sorry, my mistake.
It wasn't a hit, and critically or commercially.
And Ben Affleck wasn't proud of the film either, right?
No, everybody hated him in it.
Oh yeah. Oops. Yeah. I thought he got all that from Summer of Fears and stuff like that.
Well, that, Paycheck, and Daredevil, those three.
Damn. That was the combo. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Along with Geely, right? The cherry on top of the cherry on top of the fucking sundae. Damn. Oh man. Let's see now. Let me throw one out there. Oh, this is a good one. This is good. Good one. It's Time to Die. That's right, Chuck Norris, action classic, Invasion USA, directed by Joe Zito. And I think Chuck Norris and his brother Aaron Norris had a hand in writing the script. And this movie, it came out the same year where another Chuck Norris film got a lot of praise. Now, I don't hate the film, but it's the one I watched least, but I have it in my collection, to complete the collection, though. Code of Silence and stuff. And that's the one that the critics loved it. Oh, he's the next Steve McQueen. He's this and that. And then the same year, he went back to Canon. The Code of Silence was not a Canon film. It was an Orion Pictures movie. He went to Canon and did this movie. Very straightforward film. Chuck Norris is Matt Hunter, an ex-CIA guy who now spends his days alligator trapping with his Native American friends out in the Glades. I guess Everglades? Yeah, Everglades on there. And good score by Jay Chataway once again. And basically what's going on is you have a very ballsy way to open up a film, and best way to set up how despicable your villain is. We have Mr. Richard Lynch. Now this man is one of those guys, every time you see his face, you're like, I know this guy's been in a lot of movies, and he's been in a lot of films. A lot of films, man. Everything. If you type Richard Lynch up, you can see the work of all the fucking movies he's been in and stuff. I mean, to have him in a movie here and there, it's always good to see Richard Lynch in there. Even though he's in a bad film sometimes, but it's interesting, Richard Lynch. There's this guy named Rostov, or whatever, who's planning this invasion on the U.S.A, the homeland, right? And you have a good sequence there. We have all these Cuban refugees on this boat, women, children, and they're waiting for help or whatever. They got no food or whatever. They just get cooked in the sun, middle of the ocean, middle of nowhere. And you see a National Guard boat pull up, and the guy dressed in National Guard is Richard Lynch. Very deceiving. He puts out his hand to invite one of the guys over, the old guy over, to come aboard. Pulls out a .45, shoots the guy in the face, and the rest of his merry men kill everybody on the boat. Blood squibs. But not mean-spirited stuff, but enough to sell the point. And the whole gist of that was, on the bottom of the boat, there was drugs in there, which they're going to make a trade with Billy Drago to get some guns and stuff. And Richard Lynch's character has this weird signature that when he kills any of these guys that fuck with him, he drops the gun down their pants and shoots off their nuts.
Right.
He throws a woman out of a window, snort cocaine, sticks to her head, the straw gets stuck up her nose and throws her out the window and stuff. The little part of the movie that's going in there, you see him pretty much getting the guns, getting all his mercenaries together, and it's just amazing, especially in today's standards. When you see, how we could be, how stuff could happen like that, and stuff, and they come across the water. Another cruel scene in which it's Christmas time, of course, and Richard Lynch has this rocket launcher with infinity ammo, and there's this family, this little girl. They have to decorate the Christmas tree out in front of the house, and the girl goes back into the house, takes the rocket launcher with his goggles, and blows up the house. Then turns around, blows up another house, then another house, and stuff. Then drives away. Amazing. He even gets some of his mercenaries to dress up in police clothes to shoot some people randomly out of some party. One of the guys is Michael Carmine from Leviathan, to generate chaos, people not trusting the police or whatever. His motivation is he's doing this, I guess, to make history or whatever, or because they haven't been invaded by a foreign enemy in over years or whatever. The way it's kind of like Taliban type of shit, or they take their freedom for granted or whatever. So one of the CIA guys tries to get in touch with Chuck Norris to try to see if he has some help. He goes, "You should let me kill him when I had the chance." And that's when you hear that word, like I said before, in which we see a nightmare sequence in which Rostov's about to take his bazooka and assassinate somebody until Norris puts a gun to his face and goes, it has the 45 to his face. He goes, "It's time to die." And he's about to shoot, and then he pulls away and just kicks the shit out of him. Then Rostov wakes up having nightmares of Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris like Freddy Krueger in his nightmares.
Yeah.
And he tells his lead subordinate guy, "We got to kill Hunter." But no, you jeopardize everything. That's good. We got to kill him. So he gets a bunch of those airboats, or what do they call those shits, or whatever. They go to the Everglades, and they kill Norris' Native American friend, and they blow up his house. And I think Norris actually did the stunt and jumped through his window, and they blew up his house with the Infinity rocket launcher he got. And now Norris had enough. He goes back, gets his pickup truck, tells the CIA guy, "I'm in, stay out of my way," and gets his Uzis and fucks people up. And this movie caught a lot of shit. Chuck Norris caught a lot of flack, I guess. But it's ridiculous. What's this? One man against this. But it's an entertaining movie. What difference does it make if it's ridiculous? It's an entertaining film. I liked it. See, this is how you make one-liners work. Like these people, they're about to blow up a church where these people, with the rest of the town people, the city people are at, and there's a bomb detonator case right there, and they're about to hit the thing. It's not going, and he shows up on top, like on the rooftop. He goes, "Didn't work, huh?" Throws the case at them. He goes, "Now it'll work," and then pulls the wire and blows them up. It's got a lot of good notes to it. I love it. I love how, in these type of films where the villain gets pissed every time the good guy fucks with him and stuff, you get the good climax, a lot of action, amazing. I know there's a funny backstory behind the film. You have this lead girl in the film who's basically a nothing character. She's like this reporter or whatever that happens to show up there every time Chuck Norris is around or whatever, or she's noticing some of the shit there or whatever, that Chuck Norris actually wanted for that role, Whoopi Goldberg, or something like that. But I think Manama Golan talked him out of it, or somebody in Canon talked him out of it, and they went with this other girl or whatever. Useless character, but very fun movie. I mean, I love that one-liner, stuff like that when he bumps into one of the subordinate guys, where he's trying to get some action with this girl, and he has a fucked up hand from the shootout at the Everglades, and comes out of nowhere and stabs the guy in the hand, bad head, and stuff like that. And then he just goes and some two goons come in, try to fuck with him or whatever, and he grabs the guy's arm, pushes him out. He goes, "You come back here again, I'll hit you with so many rights, you're going to beg me for a laugh." Something like that.
Yeah.
So I love that. Then he comes like some big muscular motherfucker. I love Chuck Norris' face. He really starting to irritate me. He just knocks the motherfucker out, and the other guy gets scared. And then I know he just pulls out the grenade out of the pen. He goes, "You fucking crazy, man!" And the Spanish guy with it. And then he just takes the guy with the knife through his hands. Gets the grenade. He goes, "Now you live through this. You tell Rostov, it's time to die." I love saying that. It's time to die. And then he just walks out, and then the guy just takes the grenade, throws it out the window, blows up the Spanish guy's car. But it's a fun movie. It doesn't deserve all the hatred it gets. It's a Chuck Norris classic. I will be bold enough to say I don't give a fuck whoever gets mad, even though they're not going to send on to me personally. I know Matt's probably going to send a big fuck you for me or whatever. I like it miles better than Delta Force. I'm sorry. I do. It's all Chuck Norris, kicking ass, taking names, big body count, with Uzi fun, some decent fight scenes,
Yeah.
good climax in the ending. I love the film.
Yeah, fun movie.
Very fun. 80s Norris, right there, man. time to die.
Exactly.
Right?
Well, one I'll throw out, finish off my Stallone,
Okay.
is one you don't like, called Daylight.
Well, I
I
sort
know.
of,
I only
I
say that, folks, because at one time, before he saw it again, he said he didn't like the film. But you can
there
go
was
on.
a reason why. You know why?
You can go ahead.
Well, okay, what it was is that the side characters, well, with Sly, even his son, sad to say, are horrible actors and they're annoying.
I agree.
Because, the man goes through all this stuff to get to them, and all there is bitching and whining. And I love Sly, because Sly is trying to make everything work. Well, look, we got to hold together, we got to stick together, we got to do this, and that.
Well,
See, the
that's why I like the film, because someone said it best. This is Sly being very human.
yeah.
He's not Rambo. He's not Copland. He's not. It's very, very normal type of role, and that's what.
I thought Copland, he was normal in
I
Copland.
mean, like in Copland, he's, the very
Oh, oh,
soft-spoken and deaf, and I mean, like just like a regular guy.
oh, a regular guy, okay.
And
I could be at home having a beer, watching the shit on TV, and you fucking be able to break my fucking ball.
but that's
Fuck.
I watched a Stallone movie for Stallone. That's where I'm coming from. If I see a film starring Sylvester Stallone, I'm going to see Sylvester Stallone, and if he's good in it, then
But
half the work's done.
I know you've seen some bad ones. I mean, we've all seen some bad ones.